Obamacare enrollment, well, it's in its second week, and it's starting to settle in for many Americans, particularly young Americans, and many places that premiums for young people, they're actually going up, in some places 200%. And without millennials on board, Obamacare will crash. Heck, even Bill Clinton has said as much.
This only works, for example, if young people show up, and even if they buy the cheapest plan, then they claim their tax credit, so that it won't cost them much, $100 a month or so. We got to have them in the pools.
Kayleigh McEnany joins us. She's the editor of Political Prospects. And Kayleigh, Obamacare, you know, listen, everyone knows it centers on young people. Here's my right out of the box observation, though, when you hear that. For the last 2 years, the president even ran for re-election on the notion that you can actually, as a young person, stay at home until you're 26. But by the same token, these people who are telling and even encouraging to stay at home to pay. I mean, which one is it? It seems doomed from out the gate.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And, you know, how pathetic and how sad that this plan, Obamacare, the so-called Affordable Care Act, rests on the backs of 2.7 million millennials signing up. That's the only way it can remain solvent, is if these 2.7 million millennials sign up. How sad, though, because this is the most disadvantaged, in my opinion, segment of society, saddled with $26,000 in student loan debt, 16% unemployment, and they're expected to then pay more on average.
They're dropping out of the job market. We talk about participation rate here a lot. They're dropping out their job market in a crazy amount. They're the poorest segment of the population, and they're paying for the richest segment of the population. Somehow it's fair. Somehow it's affordable. Give us some numbers, though, because now we're starting to really see what people have been afraid of.
Yeah, you're right. And it's an average of $250 a month extra that millennials will be expected to pay extra on top of, you know, the $60, $70 they pay now. And that's on average. And in states like Vermont, it could be as much as $330 a month.
So you can go from less than 100 to over 300.
Absolutely. It's on average.
This is a month?
I look a month, and I look state by state, and it's virtually, if you take right now what you're paying and multiply it times 3, that's essentially what you would be expected to pay in an exchange. And
go ahead.
you know what? I really think that this could be the breaking point for millennials when it comes to Obama and the Democrats, because as you know, the mainstream media has a way of coloring every issue, be it the government shutdown, the debt ceiling, and blaming it on Republicans. This, however, is the one issue with Obama's name on it. It's called Obamacare.
Right.
He can't get away from it.
Right.
$250 will be leaving millennials' pockets, and Obama's name is on it.
Well, they also say a lot of times when young people, you know, for the most part liberal, when they start to make that transition to not so liberals, when they get their first paycheck and wonder who all these people are that get a piece of their check, who is FICO, who are all these people on my check getting a piece of the action? Yeah,
exactly. And about 50% of a millennial's income will go to health care, be it Medicare, Medicaid.
Kayleigh, we need you on this. Keep it up, and astonishing numbers. Really appreciate it.
Thanks so much,
Thanks
Charles.
a lot.